and welcome back to another exciting episode of The End Is
Sigh.
You Got It. I'm Nate.
I'm Todd.
Yeah, and thanks for coming back.
Yes, thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
This is the podcast where we talk about underrated movies, our definition.
Exactly.
And then we jump into themes about each one of those movies. For reference, if it was Jaws, we would talk about sharks, Rorschach, the ocean, and bigger boats.
Bigger boats.
Bigger boats.
Maybe the biggest.
The Titanic?
Not that big.
I have to find a smaller boat than the Titanic. I don't know if I know any boats.
That hard.
Than the Titanic?
Yeah.
A smaller boat?
Yeah.
The SSS Minnow?
There we go. We got it.
Do you know what that's from?
Nope.
Gilligan's Island.
Okay. But you found one.
I did find one.
Yeah, so that's what we do on this pod, and what we talk about, those themes, we really don't know. We're not experts.
No, we like to research them to a degree. Some of them will do some fun off-the-cuff stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
What are we doing this week?
For the underrated movie?
Yes.
That is The Illusionist.
It is.
Yeah, a little movie that came out at the same time as The Prestige and didn't get any of the accolades it deserved.
Yeah. Is there a name for that? Like movies where they come out the same time and they're like the same kind of concept behind it.
There's got to be a term. Well, I don't know if there is a term, but everybody knows it, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when other studios get word that a movie's coming out, then they rip it off as quickly as they can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just a copycat. It's not even, well, that's not even fair because it's not a copycat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
serendipitous bullshit. That's what that is.
That works. And what are our themes for the movie today as well?
Well, we're going with magic.
Magic.
And then faking your own death.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
It will be.
Do you know how to fake your own death, Nate?
I do now. I did the research and Google's never lied to me.
So once again, this adds to the evidence that the FBI has against you.
Yeah.
After everything you really researched, how to fake my own death.
Right? My research this week, magic and how to fake your own death. I feel like this guy is trying to fool us.
Yeah, the magic's a throw off. And we do have Heimdog in the studio, just for the record.
Yes, we do.
He is being a teenager right now.
Yes.
Let's call him that. He's acting up. He's playing with a backpack, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's chomping at the dead air. So
yep.
Maybe he sees the ghosts.
Probably. It's like, get away, ghost.
Chomp, chomp.
Fuck off, ghost. I'm gonna get you.
What did you get into in the previous week?
Yeah, well, to make meaning out of the meantime previous week.
Yeah.
I worked on my car.
Oh.
So I'd like to shout out, thank you, Chris, for helping me. I replaced my spark plugs and my rear brakes.
Nice.
So it was good. It was, easier than I expected.
Really?
Yeah. It was just a matter of obviously knowing where to find some parts.
I assume the spark plugs is easier than replacing the brakes. I know the spark plugs are harder to get to sometimes depending on the make.
Yeah, it was a little more difficult to get to the spark plugs. Okay. But the other thing is you have to be kind of careful with them because they're like a ceramic kind of coating on them.
Yep.
And we found out, luckily Chris, being a great mechanic that he was tightening one and he's like, I think I snapped that one.
Oh, like he knew.
He knew that he messed it up, so he put it together, started up the car, and sure enough, you can tell when the car's running because it kind of misfires. And so he's like, yep. So we went to the store, got a new one, and replaced that one, and sure enough, it was that one. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, did he purchase the new one?
No.
You still did it?
Yeah.
Even though he
helped me.
Fucked it up.
Oh, he offered. He offered, and I was like, no, fuck that. You help me with this? And he was like, no, but I messed it up. And I'm like, that's great, but you still help me with a lot of this shit. So.
No, that's fair.
Yep.
I'm just giving him shit. I would also pay for it. That's he's doing, because God, if you take it to a mechanic, like an actual shop, you're the amount of labor that they're charging you for. So
yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I did. What about you?
I didn't do a whole lot. We had a work outing. We went to a place called Podium Racing. It's the indoor gas-powered go-karts.
Yeah.
And this was in Denver. Our CEO was in town, and we did that, and it was pretty fun. I got 4th place the first time.
So you just missed the podium.
Oh, well, yes, technically. So you run 2 actual races of 7 minutes, and then whoever, they take your best time from that, those 2, and then you get to be in the Grand Prix. And I was in the Grand Prix at spot 5 out of 10.
Okay.
So I did pretty good on that.
Well, how'd you place in the Grand Prix?
Okay.
Not good.
Well, you know what?
Let's hear it. Be honest.
My coworker's never going to listen to this, but that guy fucked me and he fucked everybody in the row. So when you're doing the normal laps, they have a blue flag that says, hey, somebody's trying to pass you. They can't, because on the tracks, go-karts are so thin. They need to make it way wider. But they're so thin, you can't really pass people. And so it's like, hey, pull over so that they can go by you, because they're just riding your ass the entire way then, like the whole 7 minutes. And the first time we were playing or racing, people were having to get the blue flag on them so I could pass them. I had a fast cart. It really depends on what cart you get to, by the way.
That's always, yeah.
Which is unfortunate. You think they'd all be whatever. But, so I was doing that, so I made a good time of like, I think it was like 34 seconds or some shit like that. I was like, cool, awesome. That was what got me in the race at the Grand Prix. The second time I got a slower cart, and I pedal to the fucking metal, and other people that I was passing the time before were just going by me, and I'm just like, I even looked at them, I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we could tell you're like, I was like, what the fuck? I even got the black flag that says, hey, it's basically if you get 3, you're out. So I got one black flag from the guy because I was like, what the fuck, dude? To him up there on the thing, I was like, your cart is not going anywhere. I can't do anything. I put both hands off the wheel. I was like, both hands off the wheel. I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, so then we get to the Grand Prix. And I get a decently fast cart. I can tell it's faster than my last one. And we're going, and I can't get by this guy in front of me, and he will not pull over. And so on the Grand Prix, there's like, you're hardly ever going to see blue flags. Like this one, you need to figure it out or whatever. And I was like, okay, fair. We're going around the hairpin turn. One of these turns, everybody's like, it fucks you up. You're constantly slowing down for it. And we go around. He slides out like every corner. He just does not control his go-kart. And he spins out. We all slam into him. And so then he's like stuck sideways, and I need to go on his right to get out of there to the track. He starts driving and pushes me into the wall so that he can go in front of me again. And everybody saw it. He even got the black flag in front of us to be like, no contact. Like, what are you doing? I was so...
this guy.
He got both barrels of the finger. The guy saw me up on the podium. I think he might have won that relayed the black flag to the other guy. But no, that was bullshit. It was the Grand Prix, and I did not place... I could not get past him because he kept spinning out and stopping anybody's progress.
So did you end in last? Or?
I think I got 7th out of 8.
7th. Okay.
Or 7 out of 10 or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was garbage. But our CEO was, dude, that guy has no fear for his own life. That guy is zipping around the track like he won by like 3 seconds on top of everybody.
So it was his choice to do that too, huh?
It was not actually, which was I think just worked out for him.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll never forgive my coworker that fucked us over. But it was fun. Dude, there's so much exhaust because it's indoor.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's got to be a lot of exhaust being gas-powered indoors. They have to have probably a good ventilation system, but obviously there's only so much.
There's only so much because it's tons of carts driving around at the same time. And I even yesterday after we had done it, I was sitting at home and I was like, God, I could still like smell exhaust. Like I feel like it's just soaked into me for a little while here.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's still fun. I enjoy go-karts.
Nice.
It really does depend on like what track and if they like keep them up, because we did ones in Estes Park one year for a different company, and you could run beside those carts if you wanted to. That's how slow they were, and everybody's like pedal down you're like, pushing yourself forward to see if you can get it to go a little bit faster. But no, that's kind of what I did. Finished a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So Nate, I finished New Girl.
Okay.
Got all through Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
The Boys is done. I got through 3.5 seasons of The Challenge.
Oh, wow.
And I don't want to say those are like...
They're not short.
20-something ups.
Yeah.
But, and then I'm
now,
caught up on The Old Man.
The Challenge, that's through Paramount Plus, right?
Yes.
So you got Paramount Plus.
Well, I got Paramount Plus through the free trial.
Okay.
And so I'm binging it as fast as I can so I can get through stuff.
We got another week here.
Oh, did you just get it?
We have it, yeah.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
I said I didn't need to buy it at all.
So you got a week here, Paramount Plus.
Maybe that's where I'll watch Beavis and Butthead do the universe.
Yeah.
Have you watched that yet?
I have.
Oh, you watched that? Oh, I guess, never mind. That had nothing to do with COVID. So Nate is not coughing.
At the moment.
No,
yes.
Does jinx you?
I don't know. I feel it. It's like
Sweezling.
in my lower throat.
Well, I was going to say, you couldn't see Thor, but you saw it. I was like, well, that's at home. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So, but yeah, it's just like, I feel like if I talk too much, it's going to cough.
Well, we'll have no problem today.
Yes.
get the
Keep
zing.
quiet and let Todd take over the show.
And then everybody goes, not again.
Yep.
Todd talks too much. Yeah, but that was it for my week.
Nice.
Should we go through some phone news?
Yeah, let's see what you got for news.
I have a few ones I want you to figure out.
Only
because I don't know if you know this series, but it's Marvel's Ironheart.
Yes, I know about it.
Do you know what that character is?
Riri Williams. She kind of takes over. She develops her own Iron Man suit.
Oh, she's the replacement for Iron Man in the comics.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that her name was Ironheart. That makes sense. I didn't even put the iron part together. But Alden Ehrenreich, I don't know if you've seen that character, that actor before.
Yeah.
He got cast in the series. And at first, that's who I thought he was. That probably threw me off too. I thought he would be the main star, but he's apparently not going to be the main star then. That would be very bad on their part.
Yes.
There's a difference between recasting for a role and being like, hey, our first African-American superhero of the girl that takes over for the biggest man to love them, Iron Man, and we're going to cast this white dude. That would be bad. You don't go that direction. Okay, so then I saw people were talking about the Eternals movie again, and we know that it's pretty garbage. But remember at the end of the Eternals where the giant Celestial comes out of the ocean, and it's just this giant being in the center of the earth that goes all the way through. It shows. So they have the big picture of that at the end, and somebody was like, how long until any MCU show or movie actually mentions the, head and hand bursting from Earth all the way up to Earth's exosphere? I just want a mention of it as something as big as that.
Yep.
None of them mention it.
No.
Spoilers for Thor, but they don't mention that shit either. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to not mention something as
that
massive
big?
or
that's bigger than Thanos now.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. No, I've wondered that too as well. What does it take for it to finally get to that point where they're like, you know what? We're gonna finally talk about this dude out of the water.
Any of the other Avengers should be shouldn't Doctor Strange at once have been like, we should figure out this whole celestial being that is inside of our Earth that is just now a monument.
Honestly, I would be okay with even just being like, oh yeah, that celestial is there. We got rid of it. We excavated it, and it's all gone now.
Anything.
Simple as that.
But they don't ever mention. They're like, at this point, it would have been a holiday resort. They would have made fun of it and done something like that. In the comics, apparently, it turns into one of the Avengers HQs, right?
I think, yep.
But that would be a cool concept. Although that would go all the way. The rest of the body is still there.
Yeah.
So it goes all the way into the center of the Earth.
Yeah. So you stand in the penis room?
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of the schlong. There's nothing I'm trying to think of a good pun. Jaime's chomping at me. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking the penis talk.
But
what?
Oh, is this a Shield headquarters? No, it's Shaft headquarters.
Shaft? Hell yeah. What is the, well, it'd be a true shaft elevator.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Do you think it went down fully erect?
We can only hope, right?
The Celestial's like, dude, I'm finally coming out of this Earth. Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Talk about your morning wood.
Actually, the other bit of news I can't talk about because it was Thor news. So I will not do that one.
Yep. Be a while before I see that, probably.
What's that?
Probably be a while before I see that.
Yeah, because Nate is going to have a little adventure.
Yes.
With the Heimdall himself.
Yes, it's mainly Heimdall's adventure.
Heimdall's adventure. Yeah, that honestly, that was going to be a big conversation, and now I can't have it. So that's it for phone news.
All right.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Yeah, I think there is Resident Evil coming out real soon on Netflix, the series.
Today, as we're recording, actually.
What is today?
The 14th.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I saw a sign on the road. It was like, this will be closed on July 11th. I was like, oh, man, I hope that's not when I have to take this. So that's apparently a few days ago. Okay, so shit, I need to watch that then.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow then is the rehearsal, the Nathan Fielder one that I talked to you about.
That's right, HBO.
Oh, so many more shows. I still have not started Westworld season 4.
Wow.
Have you?
Nope.
Okay.
I haven't even started season 2 or 3.
Oh,
so.
okay. Reservation Dogs season 2 comes out on August 3rd. Guys, I just don't. Can somebody write to the studios and tell them there's a Todd problem?
Of having too much content?
Yes.
You don't have to watch everything.
I do, but that's my personality. I have to.
You don't.
I do, though.
You could skip out on something.
What if somebody asks me about it?
Who's asking you about Westworld?
People that working on the internet.
Oh, that's right. Yes, internet personality Todd. Forgot about it.
What if I want a strong opinion on it? Don't chomp it behind dog. We're gonna kick you out of this. Oh, you son of a bitch! I wish you could. Let me see if I can get a video of you chomping at me, you
He's
little
like,
punk.
nope, I gotta look away now.
Hey, you chomping at me? You chomping? Oh, now you're camera shy?
Yeah, he's like, I don't have to
How
do
do
it.
dogs know when you turn the camera on?
Oh, his lip quivered.
Oh, he's no. Damn it. All right. Well, we're not going to get that video. Guys, welcome to the pod. Well, should we get into the themes then?
Yeah, we shall.
Right into it. We're going to start with magic, or do you want to start with faking your own death?
You said magic. Let's start with magic.
Okay. Magic, baby. Do you want my wiki definition?
Oh, of course I do. Wouldn't
Well,
feel right without it.
Buckle in. Magic, sometimes spelled magic with a CK at the end, is the application of beliefs, rituals, or actions employed in the belief that they can manipulate natural or supernatural beings and forces. It is a category into which have been placed various beliefs and practices, sometimes considered separate from both religion and science. And this is not a wiki, but I saw a TikTok of a stand-up comedian today, and it was really good. And he said, his name is Fahim Anwar, and he was talking about magic and like the modern dating world. And he's like, you know what the double standard is when you're dating? Say you go on a first date, a woman will show up and be like, yeah, so I practice Wiccan. Yeah, I'm a Wiccan. And the guys are like, oh, that's really cool. That's interesting. I've never met a Wiccan before. Wow. Like, we just go along with it and accept it. But the dude's like, if I showed up on a date and said, hey, I'm a wizard, there would not be a second date. There would be no follow-up questions. Like,
It'd be like,
Wiccan's just accepted.
Go.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Wiccan's just accepted. I practice witchcraft. And you're like, okay, well, guess that's just what you do.
Would you accept that, Todd?
It really depends on how hot she is. I'm not going to lie.
Guys, well, stands true.
I mean, yeah, it's not, yeah, but if I said, hey, I'm a wizard, they'd be like, get the fuck out of here, you psychopath.
Yeah.
What do you have for magic? I have a few definitions, but I'll let you go.
I just got some facts about it.
Give me some facts.
Figured it'd be easy enough with that, right? We got, obviously, professional secrets. It was always something that they held dear into their heart back in the day. It was kind of like an unspoken rule of being like, hey, we're not going to tell secrets.
Right.
But now the cat's out of the bag. I feel like once internet came out.
Yeah, it's just assholes.
Yeah. I think, well, actually, let's be honest. The first one was the guy that was masked, revealing all the secrets on the TV show.
Yep, I remember that. God, they do like a 2-night event for that shit.
Yeah.
Behind the magic or some shit like that.
Yeah, because the big thing with that was always like, oh, who's the guy behind the mask revealing all the fucking secrets?
It's just Copperfield.
So, assholes. They also, some magicians very rich, surprisingly.
Oh, they're all scam artists, and scam artists make a lot of money.
Yeah. David Copperfield, net worth is $800 million.
I mean, to Copperfield's credit, he can pull off some very cool sleight of hand stuff in person. It's the people that don't deserve it, like Blaine or Chris Angel, that like shoddy work and use plants to get stuff done.
Yeah.
But if you take the time to like make a trick that's totally going to fool people in an audience, you deserve to get paid for that entertainment.
That was one of the other things I kind of looked up. Was like, oh, how do you make your own like magic trick?
Oh.
And a lot of it was just like, oh, if you can dream it, you can do it type deal.
I feel it's a bunch of reverse engineering of shit.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is like, oh, you mixed two chemicals and it created this smoke. So now you kind of reverse engineer into a trick. But then some of it is like...
the two have to be combined. Okay.
Yeah. Some of it is where it's like, oh, well, you want to think of it. So now you need to think of how you're going to get to that point exactly.
Gotcha, right. Like you want to know what you want to impress them with, then you have to build backwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that makes sense. But online magic exists.
Online?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was an old thing. It was the...
is that CGI?
Esmeldra's crystal ball.
Meldra's crystal ball.
Esmeldra.
Esmeldra. Oh,
yes.
Oh, like Esmeralda?
Yes.
Which one is it?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. We're on the same page now.
So a lot of people believe that it was true. Like it was an actual like fortune-telling crystal ball online.
Oh, Jesus.
That, of course, a lot of people bought into and believed.
And it's just an algorithm.
But, of course, yeah, it was debunked, you know.
Yeah.
Not real.
Wow. I mean, I could see that, though. It's the same thing as like anything back in the day, viral stuff. You know, again, we talked about it, the Blair Witch type thing.
Yep.
You build it, people will think, wow, it's got to be legit.
Yes. Pulling a rabbit from a hat is not a classical trick.
But it technically is in our brains, right?
In our brains it is, yeah. So this trick was created by a British magician to capitalize on the public's interest in a woman who claimed she had given birth to a litter of rabbits.
The fuck?
Until then, pulling a rabbit from a hat had never been part of any magician's performance.
How does that have
to... I wish it would say a year, something like that,
yeah.
but it doesn't have a year.
How does that have to do with a woman giving birth to a litter of rabbits?
I don't know.
And is that does that also play off the, like, fuck like rabbits? Like, it's...
I guess. I feel like it does, but...
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody took that literally. Mm-hmm. And then the hat has... That's supposed to be a womb?
I guess that's what they're going for.
Okay.
Let me pull thy rabbit from your...
womb.
Hocus and Pocus and Abracadabra.
Yep.
Magic words, Hocus Pocus, are taken from a sorcerer in the Norse mythology called Ochas Bokas.
Okay.
On the other hand, Abracadabra comes from an inscription that people used to wear inside their amulets during the Black Plague to protect them from the disease.
Wonder where that came up from then. But still, because that's still not like the origin of like, why would they put Abracadabra as the word?
Like, why did that keep away the plague? So, I mean, it still has some kind of magical merit behind it, whatever it may be.
The only Hocus Pocus I recognize is the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah.
On All Hallows Eve. When a virgin lights the black flame candle.
Yeah, we're getting a second one this year.
We are, and it looks...
It looks... Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's not good. That's not good. You don't want to hear that from Hocus Pocus 2.
Because Hocus Pocus 1 never should have had a sequel unless it was... Again, you wait too long.
Yep.
We're going to have a conversation in one of these days about sequels that waited too long to make the follow-up.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair. Will we stick true to that word? Maybe. Who knows? You guys know
if we pick a movie
record.
that counts, then yeah. But otherwise, we will forget for sure.
So yeah, that's kind of some of the stuff I got for magic, some random facts.
Nice.
I know we went over in a previous episode was Escape Artist, which is kind of similar with
It kind of runs the line a little bit. So I went pure like magic, like the pagan, all sorts of shit like that. And there is high and low magic, which historians and anthropologists have distinguished between practitioners who engage in high magic and those who engage in low magic. High magic, also known as ceremonial magic or ritual magic, is more complex, involving lengthy and detailed rituals as well as sophisticated, sometimes expensive paraphernalia. Low magic, also called natural magic, is associated with peasants and folklore and with simpler rituals such as brief spoken spells. Low magic is also closely associated with witchcraft. Don't come at me, Wiccans. I didn't write it. This is Wikipedia. Okay?
Yeah, I was thinking like high end was like the big like spectacle magic, and then low end being like card tricks. And I was like, I don't know, I like a good card trick.
I like a good low magic. Yeah. And they say that since the Renaissance, high magic has been concerned with drawing down forces and energies from heaven and achieving unity with divinity, which is pretty epic. I guess it's very much in the religious realm. High magic is usually performed indoors, while witchcraft is often performed outdoors.
Huh.
Which no pun intended, I think it makes sense because it's the natural magic.
Yeah.
It's like using, the wood and nature and the natural flow of things rather than spells and books and, probably drawing symbols on floors and altars and shit like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But then you get the Salem witch trials, which we won't get into, but a lot of people got killed because they were quote unquote a witch.
Yeah.
But it was just because white dude was like, you wouldn't have sex with me. You're a witch. Kill her.
Yep.
Let's see. I looked up, when I was looking up magic, Aleister Crowley came up a lot. Do you know that? Have you heard that name before? I've heard it. It's very much like, it's already got a creepy connotation, but this dude, back in the day, he described magic with the CK, and he described it as a third way between religion and science. So it's almost like if you're not going to do religion or science, there's somewhere in between, and that's magic. And he says he expressed positive sentiments towards science and the scientific method and urged magicians to keep detailed records of their magical experiments. The more scientific the record is, the better, he says. So it's almost like a professional magician, like that believes it's real. Got this. This is a gross paragraph. I'm going to read it though. Sexuality played an important part in Crowley's ideas about magic and his practice of it, and has been described as being central to Thelema, which is the religion he created. He outlined 3 forms of sex magic: the autoerotic, homosexual, and heterosexual, which, okay, that's normal, and argued that such acts could be used to focus the magician's will onto a specific goal, such as financial gain or personal creative success. So here's where it gets gross. For Crowley, sex was treated as a sacrament, with the consumption of sexual fluids interpreted as a Eucharist. This was often manifested as the quote-unquote cakes of light, a biscuit containing either menstrual blood or a mixture of semen and vaginal fluids.
Wow.
Like...
Get your biscuits and menstrual fluid. Not gravy.
That'll make me... I'm now... So that's pretty gross.
Yeah.
But I had to get that one in there.
Yeah.
So magic is all over the place, okay? There is one called chaos magic, which, right in my alley, chaos. Mm-hmm. Chaos magic teaches that the essence of magic is that perceptions are conditioned by beliefs, and the world as we perceive can be changed by deliberately changing those beliefs. So if you just believe something's different, that's all it really takes. Chaos magicians subsequently treat belief as a tool, often creating their own idiosyncratic magical systems and frequently borrowing from other magical traditions, religious movements, popular culture, and various strands of philosophy. And one of those pieces that they use is called the cut-up technique. And this is where you have a written text, and then you cut it up and rearrange all the phrases and stuff, and then it's at random, and then it creates a new text. And then you interpret that as if it's some sort of like magical will of it being rephrased in a way. So you
take gibberish and try to make meaning out of it.
You take meaning and try to make gibberish out of it, and then try to make meaning out of that. Yeah. Which actually, David Bowie compared it to like tarot cards, like cut-up magic. It's like you're taking a shuffled deck of things. It's like whatever it comes out, it's like, well, that's what it was supposed to be. It's based on the words.
Yeah.
The technique can also be applied to other media, film, photography, audio recordings, whatever you want to do it for. This is where it kind of ties into something I didn't know. And it says, from 1994 to 2000, Grant Morrison wrote The Invisibles for DC Comics, their Vertigo line. What's that?
It's the Matrix.
Is that?
Yeah. The Invisibles. That's what, like, people think the Matrix was actually based on.
Oh, really?
From comics and all that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, look at our resident expert over here. Which Morrison described as a hypersigil, which is a dynamic miniature model of the magician's universe, the hologram, microcosm, or quote-unquote voodoo doll, which can be manipulated in real time to produce changes in the macrocosmic environment of real life. There's a lot of big words in there. Both the Invisibles and the activities of Morrison themselves were responsible for bringing chaos magic to a much wider audience in the late 1990s and early 2000s. So, did not know that. And then, in the Marvel Universe, Wanda Maximoff, also known as the Scarlet Witch, manipulates chaos magic, giving her magical control in the manipulation of reality and probability. The magic of chaos in Marvel is so powerful that we know its existence was not believed, being able to erase or destroy reality itself.
Yeah.
So, and I sometimes put a movie thing at the end. Best magic movie? No. Best magic song? Magic Dance.
The magic in me. Oh, no, not that one.
Magic Dance. That's a good one, though. Magic Dance from David Bowie, the Goblin King in Labyrinth.
All right.
Here's an excerpt. Now I don't want to do this.
Said it.
I can sing the entire song, but I will not do it. But I know the main chorus is, you remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Who do? You do? Do what? You remind me of the babe. That's a little Magic Dance.
That is Todd's proud moment of knowing all the lyrics.
I grew up on it, and I will never
one
forget
day it'll come up in a quiz. And
dude, if they tell me to sing Dance, Magic Dance, Magic Dance, put that magic spell on me. Yep, I can picture the scene. It's so good. Anywho, that is my magic wrap-up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, cool.
We moving on to theme 2?
We are.
What is that?
We're going to fake our death.
Okay, I'm going to let you start this one.
I'm getting out of this fucking podcast, am I right?
Am I right, everybody? So, Nate, what do you have for faking your own death?
So, I mean, I just Googled how to fake your own death.
Yep.
And, like, a lot of articles are pretty much the same thing. And it shows you how to fake your death. Like, one of them was, like, 8 ways to fake your death. And I went into it and was like, no, it just kind of gives you a step-by-step of what you need to do to fake your death, or how can you fake your death. So, yeah, a lot of it was just saying, obviously, you can go one way about it, being like, you committed suicide.
Right.
One of the other ways was getting lost at sea, which I think that sounds like the most, like, legit way.
Nate, I'm smiling very big.
I know.
I wrote my own how to fake my own death plan.
He's going to get lost at sea.
I am going to get lost at sea.
But, from there, it takes, like, 3 days for the Coast Guard, whatever it is.
Right.
To finally just be like, all right, we can't find a body. They're dead at sea.
That's the thing, is it's the ultimate trash can.
Yeah.
No one knows where. If you're there, you could be eaten by a shark. You could sink somewhere. You could get crashed on the road. You could get swept out to unparts unknown. Like,
yeah,
It's the easiest one.
The ocean's fucking gigantic.
Why do you think Dexter dropped off his bodies there?
No way to really find shit.
Although he dropped him in that Gulf Stream and then got, idiot.
Yeah.
One thing he could have saw, whatever.
Right. But the other thing, too, is making sure you have a big abundance of, like, cash. Because you do not want to be with a credit card or, I guess nowadays, Apple Pay and
that's true. You have to ditch the phone and everything.
Like that. Yeah. So you have to be able to cut ties with everyone as well.
Cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in.
And I feel like Todd could do that easily. He'd just be like, see ya.
I wrote this with such ease. The minute you texted me, you were like, hey, we should fake your own death. And I was like, okay. And then I sat there and I went, how would I do it? And then I just had it. I had all of it.
And then one of the other things they would always say is have a place where you can hide. You don't want to go and just obviously be in a house or anything like that. Like, you want to be able to sit somewhere off the grid as well for a while.
Yeah, I could see that. I think you could probably get around that, but yeah, there's...
Yeah. So yeah, it was
Would you ever fake your death, Nate? What would have to happen? Everything has to go to shit? Like, everything.
I feel like, yeah, everything.
Or like the mob's after you or something?
Everything would have to go to shit. I feel like I'd go other ways. I feel like I'd just be like, all right.
You would just jump off a building?
Well, not like that, but I feel like I'd be like, all right, I guess I'll train to be a badass assassin.
Oh, there you go. You'd go on the lam, but like, okay, you'd hunt the hunters.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think I'd ever fake my own death. Maybe I'd have to fake my own death, though, to start being an assassin.
That's true. Ronin it.
Yeah.
He was able to, right? So Hawkeye basically faked like he got blipped.
Yeah.
Or he put on a lot of masks and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I'm trying to tie that back to comics, but didn't work.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think I could, because like you have to cut your ties, everything. Because you can't sit there and tell someone, hey, so this is my plan.
Nope. No one can know.
You can't be in contact with anyone because
nope.
It takes one.
Your old life is gone.
Peep, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I can. Todd, could you?
I could do it.
All right, Todd can. And he's got a master plan.
I mean, I've thought about it before in my life, but now my master plan.
I'm going to play a devil's advocate while he goes through his master plan and try to debunk any of his.
Okay. I mean, this is on the spot, so I'd have a lot of time to think about it. But how I'd fake my own death, and first off, it's not a death, it's a disappearance. Okay?
Okay.
With the implication of death. AKA, no body will be left behind. Because I don't want to I'm not going to steal a corpse and masquerade it as like my body, that whole thing. Secondly, you need to live near the ocean.
Yeah. But you're not going on a fishing trip?
Let me get to it.
Okay.
Lastly, patience. Easy stakes. So you need just to make it a disappearance, live by the ocean, and have patience. Because you'd only need a few items for this. All paid for in cash. Let me be clear. Everything's paid for in cash.
Yes, okay. Let's say you have...
You don't want to leave a trail.
Yes.
Accumulated way before the death date. So this is where you start things like a year or plus more before you're going to do it. Like give yourself some a good runway. But here's what you're going to need. Now, this is going to seem extreme at the very beginning.
Yes.
You're going to need a normal boat, like a motorboat, sailboat, whatever. You just need to have that. Or borrow it, like something. But if you're going to borrow it, you have to have borrowed it multiple times from that person. So it's not weird that you're borrowing it randomly. Mm-hmm. So this is the investment one. So it could cost a number of grand. But it's not suspicious. It's not going to raise any red flags if you live near a body of water. You're going to need 2 kayaks.
Okay.
If you want to do a rowboat, rowboats are a little tougher. But you can get like a rowboat for like $500.
What about like a dinghy?
Sure.
All right.
But anything cheap. I mean, it's just a throwaway boat. Kayak's just the most portable. You're going to need non-prescription eyeglasses. So those are the fashion glasses, the ones that don't have actually prescription involved. If anything, buy them from a gas station real quick, whatever. Pop it on, whatever you got to do. Get a throwaway razor. Get some scissors. And some hair dye.
Okay.
Cheap. Again.
Yeah, change your parents.
Cheap. But again, you're buying it in cash. Candles. Just probably need one. Maybe every time you go out on the boat, you put on some candles, okay? You want to make sure that people know you always do a certain thing.
Yeah. No, we're quick with the scissors and razor. Do you really need to buy that with cash? Or is that something you could technically have on hand?
Yes, because I want to leave a pair at my home and the razor as well. If they're gone, I don't want to be like, the dude just doesn't have scissors or razors. Like, they're just gone now? I don't want any suspicion. We're talking button this shit up tight.
Okay. He's really.
Or they're like, he bought hair dye, scissors, and razors recently.
Who says you got to buy it at the same time? Who says you just didn't buy a razor?
But then I just have to keep it separately. No,
Why not
it's
buy
all
a
better just to
travel
have
razor
it. Well, it could be a travel razor.
boat?
Yeah, you can do. You're making it easier for me. I'm telling you how to be locked up tight here.
All right.
You're supposed to debunk it, not help me. A change of clothes, obviously, gloves, and then the cash. So first things first on starting that whole plan is get the main boat or borrow one, like I said, for the overnight trips. Next, start growing out your hair. If you're a dude, facial hair, head of hair. Women, probably just head of hair. If you grow the facial hair, hey, good for you. Good luck with that. But I think that might be a little suspicious if you don't have facial normally. Now, at least a year before, preferably multiple, if you have the wits to, hold on. Start taking out extra cash on a regular basis. But I'm not talking about ATM withdrawals. You don't want to start withdrawing like $500 here and there and not have anything purchased that shows that you used it.
Yeah.
Because if anybody thinks they want to look into it, any investigator, they're going to clearly go to your bank records and be like, they were pulling out cash. Mm-hmm. So make it a habit that wouldn't look suspicious upon review. Best example, every time you go to a grocery shop like Trip or purchase from somewhere that asks you if you want cash back, take out a 20, maybe a 40. Just take out a little bit extra on top so it gets added to that total, but doesn't really flag too much. Okay. Nothing large. Pocket that shit somewhere safe and tell no one. Okay? That's key.
Mattress, okay.
Yeah, my pillow. Sleep on it. Your pillow gets chunky, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you have enough cash to purchase either motel rooms for about 1 month or some random food. And we're not talking about hotels or spa hotels and shit like that. No fancy restaurants. You're living on the lam for a little bit. That life is gone for now. Next, buy the non-prescription glasses, buy the razor, buy the gloves, keep the candles on the boat. Light them when guests are around so that they know that you like to have a little candlelight on your boat trips overnight.
So you're going with the glasses as a Clark Kent kind of disguise. Granted,
glasses hide a lot.
But...
Yes.
Okay.
Purchase a few sets of extra clothing but enough that you don't have to wash them throughout the week. You don't have to go to a laundromat or show up anywhere like that. And just enough to fit into a backpack. So you're going to want just a normal backpack at some point. Buy that in cash. No suitcases, obviously. That's a pretty big giveaway if you take a suitcase onto the boat. Alternatively, start setting aside clothes from your closet, but nothing you're ever caught normally wearing. So you want to leave your normal outfits there. Unless it's something you'd wear on the boat, fine, whatever. You can play that by ear, guys. All right, so now it's days or even the day before you want to take these next steps. Now, I said at the beginning you need 2 kayaks.
Yep.
So the second kayak, this is where it comes in. The first kayak, always keep it on your boat. If you have 2 kayaks on your boat, this is where you steal a third one. So just at least keep 1 kayak on your boat.
So if you have 2 kayaks on your boat, you steal a third one.
Yes, if you have 3 on your boat, you steal a fourth one. You always want the last one no one ever knows about.
Okay.
So you want to know, they have to know that one exists.
Okay.
Or at least they will, so you just need to have a second one. Anyway, so you buy or steal the kayak or rowboat, whatever we said, dinghy Nate wants to go with. You take it to a beach that is hardly used. And there's plenty along the coast. There's plenty of beaches where you're like, there hasn't been here anybody for hours, especially early in the morning or late at night, ain't going to be nobody there. But here's where the patience is. You're going to want to tie that kayak up or rowboat, ditch it among some rocks in the other cave, in the tall grass, wherever you can find. Just ditch it there, whatever you got to do. Most people aren't going to fuck with it at that point.
So tie up your dinghy.
Yes, tie your dinghy up. Guys, wrap your dinghy up. The kayak is trickier because somebody may steal a kayak, so make sure it's a shitty one, if anything. Just enough to get you to shore, guys.
Okay.
But here's, again, why I said the patience. If somebody is on the beach or you can see somebody watching, then guess what? You have to do a different night. So you just have to go back to your boat, have a normal night, and do this trip again some other time. But anyway, so let's say this is the good time. Go out during the day, wait until nightfall. Pick a space where no other boats are, just, somewhere on the water, but near enough that beach where you ditch the kayak. Turn off any of the GPS info or whatever. And I don't know if that pings if you turn it off, if all of a sudden there's hey, that boat went dark or something. I don't know if that's a thing. If it does, then just leave it the fuck on and take your chances there. But if you can, turn it off. That's so it doesn't relay your location. That night, you're going to shave your face, cut your hair, dye it. But put all the loose hair and dye box back in the backpack in a Ziploc. Take the scissors with you, the razor, everything, so nobody saw that you if you did a fresh shave and then don't leave any evidence inside. Put on the glasses, okay? Put on your Clark Kents. Take the first kayak, the one that's always with you. Take it to the beach at night. Remember, patience, baby. I put baby in there. If no one's there, put on your gloves, and then take the second rowboat kayak back to the main boat. You don't want anybody to know you touched the second boat. In case you're become a missing person, they'll check all the boat. You don't want to ever get, no chances here, guys. We're buttoning this shit up. Secure the first rowboat back to the boat, the one where you always keep it. And then where it can get caught in any sort of fire. Wink, wink. So you just want it there. Make sure you have your backpack and your cash. Light a candle. And make sure that shit falls onto the bed or somewhere with a lot of flammable shit. But do not use an accelerant. They will find the accelerant. They always find the accelerant. So
You
Don't
got
do
no
that.
baby oil on board.
As long as you leave the Marvin Gaye soundtrack on, then yeah, I think you're good. Now take the second kayak and head down the coast to another beach. It's night, so, be safe. Obviously, you don't want to fall out of the boat. Don't go. I almost had me swimming this first one. I was like, I would die from like a shark attack, and that would be my whole game. But so if you're not afraid, swim it. If you have the strength to do it, just keep on going until you find a beach, another one that's deserted. If you found one, good. Store the kayak rowboat somewhere. Remember, you had gloves, so nobody's going to trace that thing back to you. Nobody even knows you bought it. Just ditch that shit. People will it'll be a staple of that beach, or they'll take it, and kids will mess with it. Who cares?
It'll be nighttime campfire stories.
Yeah, there you go. Then you start fucking walking. Walk until daylight, and as long as you can. Find a random-ass bathroom or personal trash can, and ditch the hair, dumping it out of the Ziploc. Find another and ditch the scissors, razor, dye box gloves. Each time, just use a different trash can. Just keep dumping them different ones. So it's not like someone's getaway kit just ended up in one trash can that some random employee found and alerted the FBI. Okay? Details that are on you. The ID.
Yep.
The key is, like, maybe if you're on the boat, you probably don't have your ID on you. Like, if you have, like, shorts on something, you're probably, like, stored inside the cabin
leave your
somewhere.
Wallet on the
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, leave it. Like, let it burn in there. Or if, like, there's a boat safe, a lot of time people keep shit and stuff like that. So that might you have to worry about, but you're not going to have your ID anymore. So don't go anywhere that's going to require getting an ID. But if you do, cut it up, throw it away in a fire, grill, campfire, whatever the fuck. Leave no trace of that ID existing. Head to a state your friends don't live in. Family doesn't live in. And no one's, like, talked about how much they want to go to this city. You're going to have to go onto a very, like they said, like, go off the grid. Or you're just going to go to a very small town where odds are you're not running into some random asshole on vacation like we always do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm at Disneyland for the first time in my life. There's 2 other people I, like, work with. And you're like, what is happening? How are we on the same day?
You want to stay away from, like, Alaska because that seems very touristy. So you're going, like, one of the Dakotas maybe?
That's too cold there. I'd go warm.
Okay, so you're going south.
Don't give up my spot. Don't blow up my spot. Guys, if I buy a boat... Then, yeah, so it says, don't chance any random run-ins unless you can be like Natalie Portman in V for Vendetta. So that you've completely changed your persona. But I mean, if I had a huge beard and if I shaved everything, put on glasses, and my hair was cut and dyed, you wouldn't know that was me. You might, if you were in passing and you thought I was dead, you weren't going to immediately be like, well, that's Todd.
Yeah.
You might be like, that's something, like, maybe I thought somebody I recognized them.
That, or, social media picks up, someone posted a photo of you. Is it you?
Who's getting pictures taken of them? Don't take any family pictures with somebody. Don't photobomb anybody on your escape route. Like I said, the rest is on you. Pay your way. Find under the table work. Don't go anywhere that requires you to show ID, and don't get a ticket or anything. People always make the stupid mistake. Like, they'd buy a car in cash and then get pulled over by the cop, not be able to show ID, get booked, they'd be found the missing person, there goes the whole thing.
Yeah.
So just lay down. That's my escape. Any holes in there?
Yeah, I feel like a few.
Well, okay. Give me them.
You're really worried about all the content coming out right now. You're going to miss out on so much content.
Oh, God. So I thought you actually meant there was a flaw in this.
That is a big flaw.
I would go to a motel. Oh, shit. One with streaming. If they have internet access. How could I? Shit.
I feel like you go to a motel. I'm looking for, do you guys have streaming? And they're like, yeah, we do. Yeah. And they're thinking, like, the dirty kind of streaming and not
like golden shower streaming?
Like, not like
pay-per-view.
Not Netflix or HBO Max, like anything like that.
Do you have the premium shit? Yeah, don't ask me for the premium shit. I wonder if I had enough cash. So, I mean, if you've got years in the making, if you're pulling out 20 and 40, that adds up a lot. It's going to add up quick, especially if you can, other money just kind of happens. Uh-huh. If I could get enough, I could probably buy a portable Apple TV after I've made the escape, right? And then I would just set up a different account that's not under my name or anything. You could easily create a random email. They're never going to trace it back. And then I have it. So there we go. We're good. I figured it out.
But see, you thought about it like, shit, actually, I do need this content.
I don't, because I don't know how I would pay for it.
Yeah. I guess you would pay cash for
the subscription, though. How would I do that?
You'd pay cash.
Oh, I'd buy an iTunes gift card or something. Yeah.
Like that.
Buy a gift. Okay. Well, I am totally streaming on the lamb. All right.
And then the other big glaring, issue, though.
Is this me personally or the plan?
It's me. I care too much, Todd. I can't let you just go disappear. And I wouldn't buy it. I'm not going to go on no goddamn boat with candles.
The problem is now I can never use this plan. When I was actually thinking about that, when I was writing it, I was like, if I say this out loud, I can't ever use this. This is now, I've gotten rid of all of this plan now.
Yep. I guess you're going with a plane crash into the ocean as your next option.
Shit, I don't like plane crashes. That's risky. I'd have to like parachute.
Yeah. And you'd have to get an extra parachute. Because you want that parachute on the plane still when you crash.
Now, if I tell you what I do, now I can't use that one.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say I could fake a break-in and like a murder. Like, I'd have to cut myself and then leave some blood and then just have it dragged out the front door. And then no one would be like, what the fuck? But there's so many cameras in the area.
Well, there's that. And, Heimdall is going to go out for vengeance.
Jaime.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, you didn't give me... He's going to actually hunt me down to kill me because he always wanted to get revenge. I'm like, you finally saved me. He's like, now I'm here to kill you. Chomp, chomp.
No!
Yeah, that's my... fake death.
Foolproof plan.
Yeah.
All right.
That came together in about, I don't know, 10 minutes? Probably a few minutes when me thinking that it took way longer to write that out.
I feel like if you were actually planning on doing something like that, you would obviously, take years.
Yes.
And then through those years, your plan would probably develop even more.
Oh,
as you
yeah.
went along. You'd be like, fuck, what about this? Oh, great. They just introduced this technology.
Right.
Now I got to fucking worry about that.
But I think, even it's so like it's almost the simplest shit is what gets you away with it. The more convoluted you make any of it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
And it's dumb little mistakes that get people caught, just like anything.
Yeah.
So I think it would be if I shaved, I look completely different without hair. I've thought about doing it recently, doing a full shave again, just seeing what happens. That's bold. But if let's say I cut my hair short and shaved, and put on glasses, you would not instantly recognize me. No. If I didn't have the same outfits on and stuff, like you just wouldn't. And that's such a simple thing anybody can do for a few bucks.
Yeah.
And then again, that's why I would say like the mistake would be dumping everything into like a nearby trash can somewhere. Because then if you were considered missing, if they for whatever reason suspected foul
Why
play,
not just burn it.
But I wouldn't leave it on the boat because I feel like if the boat doesn't all the way burn, and then you're like, well, shit, half that stuff just sitting there.
Have a fire on the boat and burn that stuff at least.
There's always traces. I don't know. But I mean, no one's looking in separate trash cans throughout a random town. No. You would never even notice if somebody dumped a fucking box of hair dye in your trash can. You just wouldn't notice that one thing. But if you dump like a whole kit of stuff into there, they might be like, who the fuck changed their appearance here?
Yeah.
Like people would dump it in like a gas station bathroom and they'd be like, I was just cleaning it out over here and I saw this. Didn't know if you guys should know.
I'd start questioning that guy. Why the fuck were you digging through the trash at your convenience store job?
That's true. If you worked there, I'd be sketchy. Otherwise, I'd be like, people collect cans and stuff. I see it a lot in California.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, that's
all right.
I can't use that, but that was my dream.
I guess, you do escape and you got a lot of time for content then.
That's true, dude. I wouldn't have no responsibilities.
You would have to make a fake online account so you could share your opinions, apparently.
I'm not Todd on Letterboxd, and I friend you.
You're like, this seems suspicious. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it.
Well, it says not Todd, so it can't be him.
Yeah, you have to actually use your name on this stuff, right?
It says top movies, and they are not necessarily all ones people know. So
top movies, and he quotes The Babe with the power?
That's my, The Babe with the power. What power? All right.
Nice. Well,
yeah. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I guess we're on to the movie.
Oh.
After faking your death.
We'll talk about how somebody fakes another death. Ooh, is that a spoiler?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about faking death, so I mean, that's already a spoiler.
That's true. Spoiler alert. Now I feel bad somehow. Should I cut that out?
I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel like it's all right.
Well, now we have to leave all this in there.
Yeah, we do. This is all staying. What movie are we talking about, Todd?
Oh, Jesus. We're talking about 2006's
The Illusionist.
That's right. Directed by Neil Berger and starring Edward Norton, Jessica Biel, Paul Giamatti, Rufus Sewell, and Eddie Marsan.
Yep. And honestly, this movie is actually pretty easy to access because it is free on Amazon.
It is. On Freevee with ads.
But also, I found out that it's also on YouTube with ads.
Wow.
So, I mean...
Just YouTube?
Yeah, just YouTube.
Not even like YouTube, was it Red? Is that their thing?
Yeah, not a subscription thing.
That's weird.
It was just free with ads. And I was like, okay, so this is how it's going now. And I'm like, how many more movies are going to be out there?
Hopefully it's just movies that are well over a decade old and
aren't
like demanded.
Because the ads are
I
not
don't know.
best placement at all.
No, they never are.
Yeah, especially when I go online streaming. So
Did you watch it through YouTube?
No.
Oh, okay,
but I just saw it was on YouTube. Like,
that's bizarre.
I was just curious. I was like, oh, let's see. And
well, there you go. You guys can watch it.
Yeah. So there we go.
And it's a quick watch. I didn't look at the time, but it
hour
does.
And 40.
Is it really an hour and 40? It feels quick. It's very streamlined. For as confusing as it wants you to think it is, this movie is actually very simple.
Well, yeah, it's weird because like not a lot happens till later on in the movie.
Yeah, a lot of it is set up.
Yeah. So yeah, thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorites from back in the day. I do remember at the time I liked it more than Prestige. I don't know if I liked Prestige better. I think I like Prestige better now.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of, I don't know, it's just a fun, like, nice watch. Like, it doesn't take a lot of, like, Prestige is trying to fuck you up constantly. This one's kind of like, dude, magic's real.
Yeah.
Like, and they in this movie, they try to pretend like some of it is like, well, this is how you might have done it. No, it's fucking real. I don't care what hand-wavy shit they try.
And I know, like, a lot of the stuff, like, Edward Norton actually learned sleight of hand for this movie.
That's cool.
He went through a lot of that
The ball
stuff.
trick he did.
Yeah. So I was like, that's actually kind of cool that, you know, he went through this stuff, and they still kind of utilize some of that, like, magician tricks throughout the movie.
Barely, but it is in there.
But there's not really any CGI in this movie at all, actually.
Spoiler alert. Really?
Yeah.
Even for, like, the spirits.
Yeah, even for the spirits. They just use, like, different, like, mirrors and shit like that. So it was a lot of parlor tricks.
There's some that you could parlor trick. There's some you cannot parlor trick.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that in a little bit here. But
yeah.
I mean, just overall, it's very... I put quotation marks around the word artistic, like, because it even starts and it's kind of like old-timey music. Everything feels like the movie's never in focus.
Yeah.
It feels like, you know, a dream sequence takes over somewhere. It always feels like it's that. It's like kind of washed
hazy
out, blurry.
state,
Yeah, hazy's a good, because I put blurry, but yeah, it's like fuzzy haziness. And like it's like a dreamlike effect with the camera a lot of the time, just the way it's kind of told, and like it's almost like the Hobbit beginning, where it's like he's like when you get the kid Aaron Taylor Johnson. Sorry, I forgot to mention him as a tiny kick-ass, tiny Quicksilver.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, that's him, isn't it? And then sure enough, look it up. Oh, that is fucking Aaron Taylor Johnson right there.
Yeah,
as a kid,
young Eisenheim, young Ed Norton. Yeah, but so it's very much, I don't know. It's very artistic. Like, everything feels like it was first inspired by a painting.
Yeah, I could see that.
What about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like Edward Norton did a good job with his performance in the movie of portraying like the mysterious magician. Yeah. And everyone else does a good job within their roles as well. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
I really love, I mean, Rufus Sewell and Eddie Marsan. I love those two actors. Rufus Sewell always plays such a fucking asshole, but he plays it so well.
Right.
Like, he's like, we talked about people that had to play creepy people. He plays like the handsome douchebag. Yeah. Where you're like, I could see how he could be like very popular, but also this guy would slit my throat and not even think twice about it.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. Like, just the way his look, like the mustache.
Mustachioed, yes.
Like, he just comes off as like, I don't trust this guy.
Right.
One bit.
Nope. And then Eddie Marsan is his manager. And I love that guy.
He plays like a little like shit sneak like so well.
He does
in all of his movies.
He plays a good guy in this where he's not a shit sneak, and he's also in The World's End. I mean, but he's in a lot of different things. But I don't know. It's one of those actors that you see in a movie and you go, oh, this is now higher quality because they're in it. Yeah. And the same goes for, I mean, Jessica Biel's good. Obviously, she plays a lot. I mean, she's done like Happy Madison stuff. Yeah. So
apparently
she'll take whatever.
It's supposed to be Liv Tyler.
Oh, she would be perfect in that too.
So she was actually gonna be the actress, but she dropped out right before filming began.
For Lord of the Rings.
Probably.
Right? Good move. Yeah. And then Paul Giamatti, obviously. Dude, the fact that Ed Norton and Paul Giamatti are in this movie is enough to tell you it's got good actors at the helm.
Oh, yeah. And that's where it just got overshadowed by The Prestige.
Yes, because they came at the same time. And they share a lot of the same things. But the biggest one I thought, and this is towards the end, is and this is what they call them in the credits. I had to look it up because they call him his Asian assistants.
Okay.
So towards the end of this movie, he brings in Asian assistants to like stop people from sneaking in and looking at stuff. It's the same thing that happened to Prestige. I'm pretty sure there was like Asian assistants that would handle all the maneuvering of the vats of water and shit like that. And it's like, back in the day, apparently everybody just hired Asian assistants to work out their magic tricks. It's very weird. Yeah. But I thought that was interesting. That's one of those parallels for them.
Yeah. What do you think of some of the magic tricks going through? So, like, you had the peach tree,
orange tree, baby.
Okay, yeah, that's right, orange. Orange Tree, Excalibur, Spirits.
I'm gonna now we'll work through these here. So
All right.
the movie does start at the end real quick. It does so you get to see one of the final scenes at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And you get like cops in the theater, so you're already like, what the fuck's going on?
Being arrested.
Yeah.
In that first scene.
It's true. Yeah. And then you quickly realize that it is real magic that is passed off as fake.
Yeah.
Because you cannot. Now, maybe today with camera tricks we can pull stuff off, but back in their time, none of this shit is possible.
Yeah.
Not in a while. No way. But you've got the orange tree, as you mentioned, and in what world is this thing possible? Because they try to fake it with like a diagram that's like, well, this thing moves this thing here, and it's like this thing grows out of a pot and leaves pop out. Real oranges stem out of nowhere, and he pulls one off and throws it. That's fucking insane.
I will say, the first trick was insane.
But I've always wanted to see the real orange. I wanted that to be real so bad.
But like that part was weird. And then afterwards, because he has the one lady in the audience with her handkerchief.
Yes.
And he was like, now where's your handkerchief?
Yeah.
It was like a total like, oh goddamn, like a very magician thing. And she was like, oh my gosh, it's gone. And butterflies are carrying it over.
Two butterflies. And even Rufus Sewell, the crown, he plays the crown prince. So he's the asshole that's with Sophie, who is Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
And they're going to get married and all that stuff. He's like, well, what about the two butterflies? Or maybe it's Paul Giamatti talking, but they're both like, they both hand wave everything he does off of like, well, that's obvious. It's strings or something. It's like, no way.
I still
talking
like
about
that
strings?
concept though of like people getting into a room together and just going through a magician and be like, all right, so how do you actually do this?
Yes.
Like not necessarily berating them, but the
No.
idea of being like, this is how
It's
you do
genuine
it.
wonder.
Yeah.
Because Inspector Yule, Paul Giamatti's character, legit loves magic.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I think a lot of Edward Norton gets away with a lot of stuff, because he gives him a lot of leeway.
Mm-hmm.
In this time and age, the things that Norton does would have gotten him executed.
Yeah.
Young Norton, when he's hiding with the fucking princess or whatever, he takes her out into the woods in the middle of the night, and they hide in the most obvious little wooden house thing inside of a cliff. Like, if you're going to hide anywhere, don't hide in the one place that you would obviously go. But he gets ripped out of there, and they're like, yo, see her with again, we'll arrest you. In another movie, they would have just killed him right there in front of her, and that would have been the story.
Oh yeah, that time of day.
Like it's insane that they let him get away with that. But good for him. He got away with it. And then he disappears for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the other trick was... let's go over the ball trick real quick. Do you think that's a thing? So, Nate, can you put your hands out on the table? Just rest them on the table, okay? Mm-hmm. No, don't do that. Take one of the pens. Clench your fist. Now put it up against your forehead. I'm going to wait a second. Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it back down next to the other hand. You know what? That does look lighter.
Yeah, it does.
It does look lighter.
It does.
Oh no! It works! Okay, so that's the ball trick that he teaches, that Edward Norton teaches Paul Giamatti's character. He's like, I'm going to turn my back, you hide this ball in one of your fists, and I'm going to tell you which fist it's in.
Yep.
And so he puts the ball in there, puts his hand up to his forehead, and he lets the blood drain out of his hand a little bit.
Yeah.
And he puts both fists out, and he goes, it's in that hand. And he goes, oh, well, obviously your manager there can tell you which one it is. He's like, no, it's more primitive than that. The loss of blood, I can see it's lighter every time. That fucking just worked. So, guys, it's still a little lighter.
Yeah.
Guys, do that, Matt. We just taught you something you can do as a party trick.
Yeah. There we go.
Don't pick somebody fucking pasty as hell. That's your only warning.
Yeah.
You need to know when blood has left their hands. Okay, so that one we'll skip on. That one works. We accomplished one. The other one was what? I know there's the spirits.
So you have the Excalibur with
Excalibur
painting as well.
Oh, the painting was weird. That obviously was some sort of real world new effect behind there.
But it was funny because like that was definitely a stab at him of like, oh, your dad, the emperor that you're trying to fucking take down.
I really did like when because he gets big enough famous that the crown prince is like, do a private showing so I can basically rip you apart. That's what he wants to do. And he does the painting of his crowned father, and he's like, oh, because he wants to overthrow the crown, the crown, whatever the crown prince does.
That's why he's marrying.
Yes.
So
he has some more power.
Yep.
And so he keeps taking stabs, and then he does it with the Excalibur. So I don't know how they did the picture though. That's a modern technique, because even you could tell Edward Norton was like working against a green screen because he wasn't like moving his hand where things actually go. But the Excalibur one where he puts the sword down on top of the wood, like point down, so it's just sitting there. But then the old guy moves it, and you can see it's almost like an electromagnet.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that capability.
No.
He didn't put that in the floor of the fucking palace or whatever.
No, he didn't expect that to happen.
No.
Whatsoever. But yeah, no, I like that though. Of like, he was just like, okay, you want to bring me in to roast me on my magic.
Yep.
But I'm going to turn it on you. And
he shamed him.
Yeah. Because the whole Excalibur, all of them go to lift. No one can lift. Even him himself couldn't lift it.
He gives him that look of like, hey man, you better fucking lift this thing up.
Yep. So yeah, no, that was a really good scene. Well done. Like, obviously not real magic, but magic in their world.
Right.
But, yeah.
And they do, I mean, I think their way of telling us that we're not supposed to believe it's not magic is because they're like, well, he went to, was it Shanghai or something like that for like 15 years? He went to Russia and he went to I think they called it the Orient in this movie or something like that, but they go everywhere and he's like learning the mysticism arts. And the person he gets first introduced to magic is a dude by a tree that disappears in front of his eyes and then the tree disappears. So you're like, we're dealing with real magic. I'm going to quit hitting it over the head, but this is not fake. This isn't an illusion.
Except for the ball trick, guys.
Except for the ball trick. That was legit. Which is the one thing that Edward Norton really was doing, like when he's rolling the ball on his hand and stuff. I was like, oh, cool. Reminds me of Labyrinth when David Bowie's rolling the crystal balls. But anywho, although that wasn't really Bowie doing it. The spirits.
Yeah.
So that's his final tricks when he's like starting to, when his full plan is coming together.
The show got shut down.
Yep.
And so now he's like, all right, I got to start my own. So he bought his own theater. Doesn't have his manager anymore.
Right. He lost the manager a lot of money, which I'm glad he pays him back.
Yeah.
Because that manager's such a good guy. And you're like, fuck, he got fucked over.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, man, you can have all the money from my tour here. You can have all of tonight's things. You're going to take all of my finances and take control of them. So the dude's way more well off than he would have been had Eisenheim kept doing magic.
Yep. So yeah, he starts his own show and with spirits, and he gets like a huge cult following from this.
Yes, which is very smart. He gets basically people to believe him, and then you've got the public opinion on your side. Yeah. So he can do no harm. They're going to protect him from the police and the powers that be. The Crown Prince can't just go and do anything to him because the people will riot.
Yep.
It's a smart move in that movie for him to play that.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the spirits, Nate.
Yeah.
So the one dude without the body, basically just the head talking.
The first guy,
you could probably fake that a bit.
Yeah.
Everything still, you shouldn't be able to move your hand through it. We don't have technology today to pull that off in person.
Yeah.
But then the little boy walks through the crowd. That is the most bullshit. Like, nobody better believe this is a parlor trick. Because he even puts his hand through, and the kid like looks at him and walks up onto the stage. You're like, that's a ghost or something magic. Like, to just walk through the crowd.
If you had that happen in real life, what are your thoughts?
Well, then I'd just kill myself because I'd be like, well, obviously this world is just temporary. I'd fake my own death. I'd buy a boat.
Your real death.
Yes, I'd fake my... I guess I wouldn't need to fake anything.
No.
I don't know. If I saw... I would look for the cameras first and be like, did we really just crack the hologram code? And I'm like, no, we did not. Okay.
Todd's like, going to that show day in, day out religiously. I'm going to find the fucking trick. I'm going to find the trick.
It's so crazy. Yeah, that definitely is not a parlor trick at the end. But it would freak me out. What would you do if you saw the real little kid walking through?
I mean, I'd definitely wave my hand.
Right, and once you realize it went through it...
I'd probably be like, well, is he just a fart in the wind, or...
Nathaniel? This is highbrow comedy. We're not talking about... what were they called? The cakes? The cake lights?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. I'm going to think about that. It's going to make me throw up. So let's see. Going to the whole plan that Edward Norton does. It's so he's friends with Sophie when they're kids. Mm-hmm. She gets taken away to another place. He's the poor kid, so he can't hang out with her. Again, another reason they would have just killed his ass. But then he comes back 15 years later as Edward Norton, and she's Jessica Biel. It's a Joker's plan because he wants to steal her away because she wants to escape with him, and this guy's an abusive asshole that apparently killed his last wife or soon-to-be wife or whatever. But I call it because we said the Dark Knight on other stuff like Logan Lucky. Everything has to fall into place exactly.
Yep.
Jessica Biel is chosen as the guest the first time, which I know isn't part of his plan, but of all the people, Sophie is the one that goes on stage, and he didn't even go looking for her.
No.
Why didn't he ever look for her? Because as much as he loves her, he's like, oh shit, is that you? I didn't even know you were here. It's like, don't you care?
Magic.
He never looked for her, he did a little jazz hands with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is weird because, like, there was very strong bond as them as kids.
Yes.
And then they just, like, when they saw each other, reconnected very quick there.
They had sex immediately.
Yes, they did. And so, obviously, there was still that connection for him to not go, look, yeah, it is kind of weird.
It's so bizarre how quickly he just, like, it's never talked that he was, like, going to different cities looking for her or anything. He's just like, oh, shit, you happen to be here, too? Yeah. Well, I'm going to help you escape.
Yeah.
Right?
But the whole, the sex scene, I guess that was also filmed with just lamplights.
I could tell. That is...
And that's it. Like, they didn't use, like, really camera lighting or natural light. It was just...
Which they still got some pretty good lighting out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's such an arty movie.
It is.
It's such an art house film. Let's see. So then part of the whole Joker's plan where I'm like, everything has to happen. So they had to know that the inspector and everybody was going to go to the train. They're going to hear this conversation at the right time when they're... How many times did they walk back and forth having that same conversation until they showed up? Right. Or they're just like, I think, okay, start walking.
Action.
Oh, yeah. Or that they didn't notice that the helper was also the coroner.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look that much different.
No.
But I did like the coroner. The actor was really good where he kind of stops him from looking any further.
Yeah,
he's like, Crumpets will not have this.
Yeah.
Oh, and that the the Crown Prince stumbles out of sight before he passes out from the drink she spiked on the night that they want to do it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
It is.
For all of that. So everything had to really fall into place for this to even happen.
Yeah.
But again, you know what? In this world where magic exists, maybe Edward Norton just willed it to happen.
He's that powerful.
Maybe he's doing inside spells.
Then why couldn't he do anything else to save her? Like, why couldn't they just go off and make it easy?
That's one of my last
do
fucking
a protection
points.
spell.
If magic really exists and he can make spirits come out, why didn't they just disappear it already?
Yeah.
They didn't need to do any of this whole setup. But I think he wanted to, like, shame the Crown Prince. Although the Crown Prince, spoiler, fucking shoots himself in the dome. The dude commits suicide. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to be, like, more of a fight at the end and then him getting taken away. But it was just like, well, fuck me, I guess. And
yeah. Dead. You're like, oh, wow, they definitely got their revenge. Technically, he didn't do anything to Edward Norton.
Yeah.
There's only rumors that he killed his wife.
Yeah.
He didn't he did hit, the only time we see him being asshole is he does hit Jessica Biel. And Nate, does it warrant a suicide?
Yeah.
Like, that is such a giant, granted, I do not, it's so weird. I'm just trying to say for the movie's sake, never hit a woman. Holy shit, I'd want to kill him too. But in the context of the movie, it did what he did warrant him shooting himself in the fucking brain.
I feel like, in a sense, though, like, that revenge is pretty brutal in itself because you brought him to that point of wanting to kill himself.
Yes.
Like, that is...
That's hardcore, man.
That is quite the revenge to get on someone.
That's so hardcore. But anywho, you laugh when you're what is it, awkward?
Yeah.
There's some nice little misdirects that the movie has. Like, there's a scene where he's like waiting for Jessica Biel to show up, and he's out in like the woods, and he looks off in like with his pocket watch, and he's like, "Oh man, where is she?" And it's like, is he hoping some dude's like watching him? Because that's only for him. Then.
Oh, it is. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
you just pull out the pocket watch. Oh, right on time. She's in the lake.
Yeah, right. And so then she fakes her death at the hands of him, the Crown Prince. And then winds up in a river floating there. I wonder how long she's been floating there. But anyway, then Edward Norton still, for what he does in the current time of like shaming the Crown Prince and basically saying you committed the murder, like he calls him out like that blatantly. And he still's never like executed. No one ever like grabs him and just kills him.
No, it was just pretty much like even before that even happened, he had the show where he embarrassed the prince and the prince told the inspector like, all right, cancel him pretty much. And that was it.
That was it.
There was anything later on when he accused him.
No. And even when he was like, he's doing the spirit thing again. Well, if he does it again, you're arresting him. Or it's like, we have to prove it's a trick first. And he's like, well, then prove it and then arrest him.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Current cinema, again, would have been like, fucking kill him.
Yep.
They would have had to have multiple scenes of Edward Norton basically trying to survive and hiding.
Magic fighting.
Yes, right. And then there's the final act. So he brings... Sophie is dead, but he brings her back as a spirit. And that's where the crowd really loves him. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's her. It's the woman. I know her. And she's like, who murdered you? Well, Crown Prince, like basically pinning it on him through the spirit thing.
Granted, they didn't really like she didn't say it was him. It was
Right.
just like,
Inferred
he's
enough.
in this room.
Yeah.
And he was there in disguise.
Well, even that one asshole was yelling. He's like, "It was the Crown Prince, wasn't it? What are you going to do?" And then I did like Paul Giamatti was like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Oh, I don't see how that matters." It's like he like slinks off into the crowd. It's like, "Yeah, bro, don't." How the balls of you to accuse the Crown Prince of murder?
Yeah.
In a like with all his cronies there. You're lucky he didn't get shot himself.
Yeah.
And then I really did like the twist where you don't see that on the stage. Edward Norton is also a spirit because they go to arrest his ass, and he gets up and he walks towards the edge of the stage and just disappears. And you're like, guys, again, this is not smoke and mirrors. That's impossible.
Yeah.
But so they're both spirits, so they've already escaped. They're already out to their little farm. The manager gets the money, and then you start to see Inspector Uhl put everything together.
Yeah.
And do you think he looked like a goddamn crazy person on the train platform? Because it's like a few minutes of him being like,
yeah.
like somebody's watching him just break the fuck down in person.
Yeah, I can see it. They're all just hoping someone's watching them when they go through their things.
Right, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yep.
It's very straightforward, but it thinks it's more clever than it is. But again, it's not there to trick you like the Prestige is. It's there to be like, go on this journey with them.
Yeah, just tell a story and put some cool magic in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, recommend it.
Yeah, of course. And so it's one of our underrated. So we recommend you guys check it out. Again, find it for fucking freebie.
Yeah. And with that, I guess, Todd, what are we doing next week?
I don't know. Oh, I do know.
Yeah, you do.
We're doing The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
He knows it because it's been recorded.
It's been
already.
banked for a little while now. That's because, again, we said Nate's going on an adventure with Heimdall and other folk. And yeah.
Yep.
It's been, I need to edit that still. But yeah, we will get that posted and it'll be like we never left.
Yeah, exactly. We're always there with you.
Oh, God, don't creep them out. Like a spirit, we're always there. I don't want to jinx you, but you did not cough.
No, I still feel it.
I can see you. Oh, there it is. I jinxed him. See it happen.
Yep.
Got him, baby. Nate, do you have any recommendations for the people?
Let's see. I'm going to go far, recommendation you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
Or maybe you would.
Orgies.
He got me, guys.
Got him.
No, Sea Beast on Netflix. Yeah, it's a kid's movie.
Sea Beasts?
Yep.
I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, it just came out recently.
Okay.
So it's a good watch. It's very much...
Why do you recommend it out of everything you could recommend? I need to know.
I just enjoyed it. It was a good watch. I like kids' movies.
That's fair. But I mean, like, is it better than most kids' movies? Is there something where you're like, oh shit, like that's...
I just feel like it's a good story overall.
Okay. Is it like CGI or something? Or
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. It's, computer animated.
What's it about? What's the synopsis, basically?
It's pretty much... You got pirates hunting sea beasts and a hunter befriending one of the sea beasts, pretty much.
Oh, interesting. So what age range is this intended for?
I mean, it's rated PG.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like middle schoolish type stuff. If that... No, is that...
No, that's more like elementary.
So elementary, okay.
Yeah.
That's today's youth.
My dear.
It's elementary. Yeah, well played. Well played. Watson.
But, no, yeah, I feel like it's just very much in the vein of How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I won't recommend the video games again, though I did just beat Little Nightmares 2. So in addition to the binging, I beat Little Nightmares 2. I crushed through some stuff, okay? I do some work. Oh, fuck. What would I suggest?
Even though he just claimed to watch all this fucking content. And
yeah, but I mean, but most of those we've already talked about, right? So, like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy was fine. New Girl's good. So maybe, I mean, I think probably suggested it when I was like 3 seasons into the 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, New Girl's a really fun ride. A lot of the things I was talking to people that had watched it, I was like, guys, they did this, and I don't know why they did that. That's way too early. Why does this character do this now? Where's this person going? They correct all of those things throughout the seasons. Everything is like, oh, they got feedback like mine at that time, and we're like, we need to fix this. So,
and they took that feedback.
They did. They actually used it, which a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Which, sometimes good, sometimes bad. You don't always want to take fan feedback.
No.
But So yeah, watch New Girl. Finish that up. It's only the last seventh season. I think is like 8 episodes or something.
Okay.
So it just kind of ties everything up. But yeah,
Nice. All right. Well, with that,
yeah,
that is the show, right?
that is the show.
And I forgot my quote.
No, Nate. Where can they find us online?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I thought you were looking. I was like, why do you need to reference that?
Yeah, so Todd, where can they find us
You
online?
fucker. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also email at us at theindecide@gmail.com. And if you wouldn't mind rating us on Spotify, 5 stars, please. Yep, there you go. Or on Apple Podcasts, you can do 5 stars as well there if you would be so kind. And then leave a comment. Leaving a comment is way more fruitful, but if you're there, might as well leave a comment, hit 5 stars. But rip us
Doesn't have to
apart.
mean anything.
But yeah.
What can that comment be? Like, how simple?
Oh, I love cake lights.
There you go.
There you go. No, that would be great. And Nate, now you can give me your quote.
Okay. Everything you have heard has been an illusion. Yeah, I changed it a little bit instead of seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. You themed it for the pod.
Yep.
Well, if you do fake your death, there's one place they'll never find you. And that's fucking Candyland.
Nice.
Your parents haven't taught you any manners.
Never.
You're like the kids from that movie Overboard with, did you ever see that Goldie Hawn and
Yeah.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
Dirty
The
kids
old
running
one.
around like little shits.
Yeah, that and the whole, oh, I forgot my memories, but you're my wife now. Or was it, yeah,
Remember when they were checking out their mom saying she was hot? Wasn't that a whole thing?
I think so. Well, there's a remake too.
Yeah. And they didn't, we thought they wouldn't do the remake because why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because the whole premise is very bad.
Yep.
Because they do sleep with each other in the first one, the original.
And the remake.
Did they really?
I believe so.
Oh, I didn't see that. See, I didn't watch the remake. Anyway,